Entre la rencontre et ce que nous avons fait aujourd'hui, si nous avons tenu, c'est aussi si nous avons tenu le contact et que nous avons tissé des liens ensemble, c'est aussi parce que nous nous sommes reconnus dans chacun d'entre nous, nous nous reconnaissons. Et donc tous ceux qui restent aujourd'hui, Sho, Yann, William et puis moi qui sommes restés ensemble, c'est vraiment parce que même si nous sommes différents, nous partageons des valeurs communes.
Mais je sais que si j'avais pas cette chose-là, je ne pense pas que j'aurais continué pour la pratique. C'est que quand on s'est rencontrés, on s'est tout de suite compris. On n'avait pas besoin de se parler, on a juste fait les choses. Et c'est ces valeurs-là où, comme dit Laurent, le respect, le partage, où ça nous a consolidés. Après, les histoires de un tel ou un tel.
When it started in the UK, there was a lot of imitation, people just copying it from what they saw on videos and TV and stuff like that, and they didn't really know the training that went on behind that. So they would just imitate that, jump off things, and it was very, very bad for them. A lot of them now, most of those guys that practiced then or started practicing, they have serious injuries now and can't train properly really anymore because of that, because they didn't know the training that goes into it. So what we're trying to do is to, stop people, not stop them practicing, but make them practice in the correct way, especially kids and school kids that want to do it. We want to make sure they practice safely so they can do it for a long time, and so they understand the spirit of parkour, the meaning of it, and what it's for, why you do it. London has probably the largest practicing community in the world. A couple of 200 or 300 regular students in London that practice all the time, and then on top of that you've got the schools and those kind of groups that we teach for as well.
In parkour, you need to work two things. The sensitivity touch and the physical condition. But the sensitivity and touch, it's not just to have a good balance. The sensitivity, it's how to learn, about the material.
Okay,
the texture is different. It's different when you are on the wood, when you are on the metal.
Okay, let's go.
But the touch, it's how you approach an obstacle, how you be able to feel confidence, and the physical condition. You have to be strong. You have to be strong. So it means that your body has to be prepared. Has to be prepared to receive
when
impact.
You come down, try to control. And another thing, when you come up, try not to put the forearms. Try to put straight away the hands. The hands. Okay?
It's a bit unusual. You use the environment that usually you don't use. You know, the thing that is a bit underground, it's something just jump around, it's something, you know, a bit you messing up. But it's not the case at all. You know, it's something very, very disciplined. It's something very, you need a lot of effort, you need a lot of time, you know, you need a lot of patience, you need a lot of understanding as well, you know, about yourself, about the environment, about the other people, to really, really understand this activity.
Okay, sit over to the left side. 2 races, 1, 2, 3, keep the leg up.
You know, have to be solid. You go all the way down and you push. Try to be a bit further back. Yes, now I can feel already the weight.
We said become master on the ground first. It means that you have to feel comfortable with all the basics. You have to feel comfortable with your confidence. You have to feel comfortable with your skills. You have to be sure about your mental aspect. You know, so it takes time. Before you become master on the ground, you know, it will take 1, 2, 3, you know, 4 years. And afterward, you can start maybe because you're strong enough, because you're more confident, and because you are maybe more coordinate, you know, because you feel the movements.
No matter where we face, we must face the moment of truth.
Just another 360 thing there.
That's nice.
I think the parkour is the basic discipline of life that gets taken away from kids from such a young age. You know, I think what it is they get filled with so many worries as they grow older, telling them that GCSEs are going to get them somewhere in life, and this is when kids start to worry and start to rely on what, you know, these adults are saying. This is what you have to do in order to live.
I'm a beast, that's why she's fucking with me. I'm on the streets with a 2-piece, ready to freeze. My heart's cold, and I ain't even planning to change. We lost big, but I still feel my barrel's the same. I don't pity you guys are going for mines. My flow's got layers like cake, and I'm ready to rise. Need paramedics to see if he's dead or alive. Cause you feeling my style more than you think with your mind. If I was an earthquake or an 85-mile hurricane, it just won't be no remains. Got a few souls that really glad I made it, but it's outweighed by all the over haters. In the hood with some murderers that love to kill, and a few Puerto Ricans that lie, cheat, and steal. Only 2 rappers I listen to like they taught me, R.I.P. Frank White and that boy Jay-Z. Would you believe the rest thought I wouldn't succeed? Now that I'm here, a few want to follow my lead. Don't get mad at me, cause I overpack shows, and I applaud your girl for taking off her clothes.
I started to realise that teaching was a very important thing for me, because in society today there's kids that are getting lost to drugs and all sorts of, you know, alcohol and whatever, and they don't get given this choice. So I feel like it's my responsibility as a person that's been in their shoes and has now learned the way of parkour to be able to spread that knowledge and help those kids that, you know, really need help. So for me, I believe that parkour has made me into wanting to be a teacher, so I really want to be a teacher of parkour. One childhood game from when a young age, kids always, you know, use their imagination about not touching the floor and always trying to get from A to B, I said, without touching the floor. So what they're doing now is they're trying to find an area where they can start. And I said, this is the A point by the looks of it, and what they're going to try and do is get from the A point to the B point, just moving without touching the floor as best as way as possible, really. So it's really good training. It's good for the mind, also good for the body, you know. It's a good combination of training movements. Balancing from such a low rail as well can seem really easy when you don't actually put your mind to what you're doing. If you imagine, as I said, if you use your imagination, realise that there's a drop on either side, it makes things so much harder. This helps. What he's doing right now is he's going through his mind at the moment, thinking about the grip on the wall that he's climbing across, knowing that he might not have much strength left to get across the wall. So it helps with determination as well in a way, because you know, when you're at that point where you really want to give up, you know, when you practice this game, it helps you to have the determination to carry on, so that you can overcome obstacles bigger in life. Instead of pushing the body, it's more about pushing the mind. So what they're doing now is just more mental training than anything else, really.
Through parkour, you'll learn so much more discipline, just because you'll find stuff that you really love doing and then you want to do more. And the only way you can really advance in that is if you discipline yourself to then training to, you know, to progress. It's not like all fun and games where you just find a drop and you jump off. You have to literally stand at one wall for an hour, just going up and down, up and down. People, when they see us jumping around, they think a lot of the time they think we're causing trouble, and like we're trying to like mess up their home or something like that. And reality is that we appreciate our surroundings more than anybody else.
I do apologise, like if it seems like we're doing anything else apart from that, like, but we're just.
Yesterday, the other side of town actually, where
yeah.
It was extremely. I don't know if that was you guys. There were cameras there and stuff.
It might have been a different group.
Was it Brampton Centre yesterday? Near St. Matthew's.
I'm not from around here.
I'm not from around here.
Is that near the? I can't think where it is now. I think I know the area you mean.
Yeah. Were you doing this yesterday?
Yeah.
parkour for me is the world for me, really. You know, from a young age, if it weren't for parkour, I'd still be in the streets, smoking, drinking, you know, doing what, you know, the average kid does in the street these days. But I said parkour's helped me so much over the years. It's helped me to see more on what life is about and in the world around us. You know, I've seen things that, you know, when I look at things these days, I see things totally different to the way others would see it. Not just through movement, doing parkour, but actually just through life itself and looking how people live and just learning from other people's ways, really, you know what I mean? So for me, parkour is just a general discipline of life itself.
Released now the international sort of coaching certifications to bring the standard of teaching, to standardise the teaching around the world, so that everyone is getting the same sort of quality and knowledge of instruction wherever they go, or at least they can have access to that if they choose. So this is a strong sort of foundation block in the relationship between the UK and France, and between the Yamakasi and Parkour generations.
Yeah, this leg comes over, the body stays low. It's not a little top. Not. So it's a waste of time, yeah? Il prend le temps. It takes time to do that. Right, stay low, and go just over.
Aujourd'hui, c'était une journée tranquille, douce, amusante, parce que nous n'avons rien fait de... Bercy, ce n'est pas amusant. C'est très dur.
Ce qu'on est en train de faire avec Parcours Génération, c'est des certificats de formation pour le professeur d'école. Il y a aussi des certificats pour la formation de professeurs de sport, tout simplement, pour qu'ils puissent intégrer petit à petit dans leurs écoles ou dans leur club la transmission de la pratique, tout simplement. Et aussi donner aussi pour les plus jeunes, c'est un certificat de fin d'année, hein, dire voilà, vous avez réussi à passer un niveau 1, par exemple, pour la pratique, et leur dire voilà, l'année prochaine, revenez parce que vous allez passer le niveau 2 ou le niveau 3.
Je voulais rajouter que si vous voulez faire le suivi des 2 ans ou 3 ans par rapport à l'académie, il y a le site d'Evry. Mais à partir de début septembre, on va travailler avec eux. On va commencer à faire des stages.
Voilà, aidez-nous tous à faire vivre cette belle aventure. Inscrivons-vous, nous aussi, dans l'art du déplacement. Merci.
The jump, the acrobacy, what do you want?
On voulait remercier toute la ville, tous les gens qui sont ici, pour le cœur, pour le rêve, pour la force, le courage, tous ensemble.
Nous, on le fait parce que c'est un art de vivre, c'est ancré en nous, c'est marqué, c'est quelque chose qui... C'est comme notre sang. C'est comme si on n'avait plus de sang, tu peux plus vivre.
For me, it's about being functional and being a complete individual. So being unlimited in my environment, so I can move anywhere, do anything I want to, go anywhere I want to go. And for that reason, it's very much about developing the body and the mind together.
Parkour is really different from anything else because it has something to offer to all sides of your life, and you can really learn from just moving.
Et c'est pas seulement physique, c'est pas juste parce que quelqu'un va se déchaîner pendant l'entraînement, c'est aussi pour la tête. Hein. C'est l'équilibre de toute manière, c'est pas tout physique, c'est aussi mental, physique.